Hello, welcome to Trust Me, I'm Fat. Today, I'm going to show you four different ways to make resurrection rolls. They're rolls that you make, and it helps kids to understand the meaning of Easter and what we are celebrating. These rolls are empty on the inside. They're hollow. But we put a marshmallow in them. So it's fun to make with little kids. My kids aren't little, so they didn't want to make these with me, but they want to eat them. Go figure, teenage boys. So today we are going to start with the Rhodes Rolls ones because I've had them sitting, so they've raised just a little bit. They're not completely raised, but they are thawed enough that I can roll smaller. We're also going to make them with some Grams biscuits. We're going to do some with some what are they called? Crescent rolls. And we're going to make some with cinnamon rolls. That's a really fun, easy way. I've made those recently for my kids and they liked them. So to get started, we're going to get our dough. We're going to do the Rhodes Rolls first. You can use Rhodes Rolls. That's really easy. Or if you have a favorite bread recipe you like to make for your rolls, go ahead and do that. I've got me a marshmallow. The bigger jet puffed ones. You can use whatever size marshmallow you want. I use these big ones for this. If you want to make bigger ones, you can use the bigger marshmallows. If you want to make smaller ones, obviously use smaller marshmallows. I mean, it's up to you. Excuse me. So you dip it in some melted butter. This is salted butter because that's what I have in my fridge. You cover it in some cinnamon sugar, and then you just stretch the dough around it like this and pinch it closed on the bottom. And I like to give mine a little twist, and it makes a little ball. We're going to put it on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper like this. And the parchment paper, to get it to lay flat, you just crinkle it. Now don't get parchment paper mixed up with wax paper. Wax paper is totally different. Wax paper will melt and be gross when you cook with it. Parchment paper does not have any wax on it. It just keeps everything from sticking. So I'm going to finish up these rolls, and then I'll show you what we do next. Oh, I did forget to tell you. In this bowl is 2/3 of a cup of sugar with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon mixed together. That's all it is. And that's just melted butter. So, okay, I've got all my Rhodes Rolls ones ready. This part done. See, they're all sealed on the bottom, see, so that they be hollow, and a little bit of the marshmallow is going to ooze out. That's okay. Now, I'm going to, with some of this same butter, I'm just going to brush the tops a little bit with some butter, and then I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on the outside too. Okay, I'm just going to use my little teaspoon and just do a little sprinkle. Some cinnamon sugar on the outside. This bowl is the same mixture as that. 2/3 of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You can do as much cinnamon as you want. If you want more cinnamon, put more. I usually like a little bit more, but my boys like it this way. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 350, and I'm going to check them after 10 to 12 minutes and see where we're at. Okay, now we're going to start with the buttermilk biscuit. Let's do that one next, because we're going to do this the exact same way. And you just stretch out your dough, do a marshmallow and some butter and some of the cinnamon sugar, and we're going to stick it on the pan, and we're going to brush them with butter and sprinkle them with the cinnamon sugar, just like we did before. It didn't pop. Every time it scares me. Okay, I've got my biscuit ones done. They're going to go in the oven. Let's read here. At the same temperature, 350. So how about that? And these ones only take 13 to 16 minutes. So we'll start them at 13 and check on them. But right now the Rose ones are still cooking. So we're just going to keep on making them. Now let's make the Crescent roll ones. Now I have 2 cans of this one because let's open one up. This one says they're big and buttery. I don't know if they're really going to be big enough to put a marshmallow in. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to put 2 of them together to make one roll. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, it didn't pop open either. Okay. No. No. Well, I never. Let's see, right there. Well, all right, I don't know. I'm a little scared. Oh, it didn't pop. I hope they're fresh. Oh, I got to pick out some tin foil. Okay, these are the Walmart brand ones. Those are my Rhodes rolls. Let me take a peek at those. Nope, not yet. So I'm going to give them like 3 more minutes and then check them again. Okay, these, let me see. Let's try with a plain marshmallow. Yeah, okay, we only need 1 can of these. The big ones are the ones you want to get because they're big enough to hold a whole marshmallow of these big ones. So we'll need 8 marshmallows again. And I'm just going to roll them the same way, pinch them closed, and do the butter and the sugar, and then we'll be back. And then we'll keep moving. Okay, for our 4th kind, we're going to make them with cinnamon rolls. This one, I'm not going to roll the marshmallows in the cinnamon sugar because this already has cinnamon and sugar in it. So this one's the easiest one to make, less messy one to make with kids. So, sheesh. Anyways, oops. And I found that rolling these between 2 pieces of wax paper seems to work the best. I can do a couple of them at a time under these pieces, just in between them. So my roller, there we go. Let me move my mess over. Okay, just gonna roll these ones flat. So they're a little harder to do with your fingers. They're not like the others. See, and the wax paper just peels right off. Easy peasy. I'm going to put a marshmallow. This side is the top on the kind I bought, and that's the bottom. So I should have did these upside down. Put your marshmallow in, and you can do the same thing. You just want to pinch it the best that you can. And I'm going to put them in a little round pan that I've sprayed with some Pam spray so they don't stick. I'm glad to hear you're happy now. Okay, I've got my cinnamon roll ones all done and in the pan. These ones bake at a different temperature than the other 3. They all bake at 350. This one, according to the package, will bake at 375 because it's in a nonstick pan. So follow the directions on the package. And then when they come out, we'll put the frosting on them. And I'll show you what they all look like when they're all done. Okay, we got our resurrection rolls done earlier. They all turned out great. They look good. They're on paper plates because they are getting ready to leave the house because we're going to share with our neighbors. So, but we are going to keep some for us. This is the one made with the biscuit. This is the one made with the Rhodes rolls. Obviously, that's a cinnamon roll. And this one is the Crescent rolls. They all turned out really good. And they all turned out hollow on the inside. And they've got the little bit of marshmallow gooey sticky. So good.
When it was warm, it would stretch like cheese on a warm pizza.
Yes. But we waited till after dinner. See how good they turned out? And they're empty. Just like the tomb was on Easter morning. So that one was the biscuit. It turned out the very best. The Crescent roll ones are a little bit flat. They kind of look more like a snickerdoodle, but also they're empty. The marshmallows disappear, so that's pretty fun. Connor, how about you try the cinnamon roll one?
This one first?
Yeah, and give it a try and see.
And this one's hollow too, I can see.
It's empty. Yeah. Well, what do you think? They turn out good?
It tastes like a cinnamon roll.
That's good. That's good. I like the biscuit one the best. I like the way the texture turned out, and I like how fluffy they got. And they taste really good. So if you give any of these a try, let me know how yours turn out and what your kids thought. They're pretty fun. So, Connor, would you like to share about what we've been talking about?
Okay. I have been thinking about maybe being sort of a sous chef for an episode on this channel. In this one, I was thinking of using a recipe for some chocolate chip cookies that I managed to make. And I think the reason that I know that almost everybody likes them is that normally my dad really doesn't like chocolate chip cookies. He actually kind of prefers oatmeal raisin, right?
Yes.
But the chocolate chip cookies that I made, he actually liked them, which not only surprised me, but also my mom. And I was thinking that maybe my mom and I could work together and make a video for that at some point. If you'd like to see something like that, comment below if you find that, if you find it interesting content that we could make on here.
Yep, so don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, bye!
Bye!